So 3 quarters down, 1 more quarter to go dito sa game number 1. Calvin Abueva. Finally, we're seeing mga Abueva antics, no, na inaabangan ng mga tao, whether you're an Alaska fan or a Ginebra fan, as we start the 4th and final quarter. So Vernon Macklin is back in the game. Nagpahinga siya because he got hurt sometime in the 3rd quarter. So if you're a Ginebra fan, good to see him back in the ball game, joined by Mamaril, Espiritu, Helterbrand, and Urbistondo. Biggest lead ng Alaska in this ball game was at 30 points. Meantime, here's Urbistondo, Helterbrand, baseline. Ooh, stepped on the line. Tough break. For Alaska, Ontiveros, Abueva, Azul, Rob Dozier, and Gabby Espinas. We were praising yung depensa ng Alaska in the first half. How was their defense in that 3rd quarter?
Yeah, it's still pretty good, but you can. It's very hard to have that level of excellence continuously.
Here's Helterbrand. Minute going by here in the 4th. Macklin against Espinas. Dozier getting ready to help. Cut by Mamaril, and he has nowhere to go.
It's just bad spacing because Billy does not want to take that outside shot. So he's caught in between. Pag nandun yung cut niya, maabot pa rin siya ni Rob Dozier. Yung kakat ka, if you're going to cut, he just cut through, cut hard. Cut hard, tapos ang timing isang rotate. Alaska is just not allowed Barangay Ginebra to make mistakes. And then after the mistakes, makikita mo Alaska makes a big shot or they make a good defensive stand, and that continues to happen this entire game.
70-48 in favor of the Alaska Aces. Still in the early moments of the 4th quarter. Nice swipe by Ontiveros.
This time, nanggigil na si Macklin.
Yeah. Tagal kasi, hindi ka kasi nakakahawak ng bola. Pag matagal ka hindi nakakahawak ng bola sa poste, manggigigil ka. I think that's going to be number 1 on the list of what Ginebra has to adjust to in game number 2. You know what the double is. The double is coming from Rob Dozier. Pag double ni Dozier, anong gagawin ngayon ng 4 mo? Is he gonna spin down the guy that is rotating? Is he to free up the corner? That's what Ginebra has to figure out.
Here's Tenorio. LA sends it to Kirby. Open shot. And Kirby connects.
Of all the power forwards para sa Barangay Ginebra, he's the one guy na hindi pwedeng iwan ng Alaska, and he can be that link. If they're gonna double itong si Vernon Macklin, he can make that outside shot at top of the key.
Ooh, hard foul by Macklin. Driving Calvin Abueva, and basket is good. Calvin Abueva. O meron tayo Calvin Crash. Anong level na ba to? What, 6? He's had 6 falls. Some of the falls dulot ng kalaban. Yung iba naman sariling sikap, but by and large, Calvin, that's his style of play, and LA will miss. And I think Espinas pushed Vernon Macklin away.
Foul on Gabby Espinas.
So that's a personal foul laban kay Gabby Espinas. Second personal against Espinas. Changes here. Mac Barakel is sent back in the game. Espiritu will get a round of applause from the Ginebra fans. Quality minutes for Elmer Espiritu, notwithstanding the circumstances here for Ginebra. So LA goes to Macklin against Nick Velasco. Kirby can't shoot. Drives. Nope. Stops. Fade away. Top shot.
Tough shot. But he is the biggest threat. Again, if the power forward spot para sa Ginebra, if they double. But also, he's got to be ready to shoot on that first pass.
Azul has been dangerous all night long.
Yep.
Here's LA outside Barakel. And Mac Barakael will miss. Bagsak na naman si Calvin Abueva. That's his 8th knockdown.
Tinangan natin kung bakit bumagsak.
How many knockdowns are you allowed?
Wala.
3 knockdown rule?
Unlimited dito.
Unlimited life dito.
Only knockdowns. The foul is on Rob Dozier, which is why Barakael is on the free throw line. Ito, Benji. Hard pick by LA.
Yep. Yeah.
Pakisummer saya na sa Paddy's Point. Avail 4 bottles of any strong beer for only 100 pesos during happy hour or 1,000 pesos worth of food and drinks on peak hours and get a chance to win 3 iPad minis. Tara na, kabarkada, visit the nearest Paddy's Point. Meantime, on Alaska Bis, and here's LA Tenorio.
Foul number 8, Calvin Abueva.
Foul is against Calvin Abueva.
Get that sense that a lot of the Ginebra players are getting upset at Calvin Abueva right now. Even though wala naman siya masyado pang ginagawa sa laro na to, there's that level of, kita mo yung inis.
Naiinis sila kay Calvin. You can sense it. Matagal na.
Actually, nagkasabay-sabay din dahil naiinis sila.
Naiinis ka na sa laro.
Yun.
Tapos yung mga antics ni Calvin, nagdadagdag pa siguro ng inis nila.
Ikaw ba, Benji, kung let's say, isasakay kita sa time machine. Tapos, yan, makakasabayan mo kunyari itong si Calvin. Naiinis ka ba sa kanya?
Hindi. He's just doing his job.
Talaga? Pwede ka pala sportsmanship award.
Oo nga, hindi ako nanalo nun.
Ayun. What about you, Jason? Be honest. Kung kasabay mo si Calvin Abueva.
Ako hindi, basta kakampi ko siya.
Are you sure? Here's Ellis. And somebody pulled Chris Ellis there.
Actually, maganda yung ginagawa ng Alaska. Pina-foul nila kagad para to stop the momentum.
They are the penalty though very early in this quarter.
8 minutes remaining in the payoff period, and drop pass for Ellis, but there's Dozier erasing the shot. Kirby, Ellis will try again. Still no go, and Kirby has the ball. One more try here for Ginebra. LA for 3. No!
Ayaw talaga, yeah.
You've been that type of day for them.
So Azul is content to slow things down, and the ball ends up with Cyrus Baguio. Lamang pa rin ng Alaska, 75-54. Shot clock down to 6. Now it's one-on-one time. Baguio against Urbistondo. Step back short. Here's LA on the move against Dozier. And LA scores.
That's the answer, LA Tenorio. Now,
You have to think, this is the one last run at the 7:18 mark that Barangay Ginebra can have.
Got the contact. It's a coat saver miracle shot coming from LA Tenorio. Nabang pa rin ng Alaska, 75-56 here in game number 1.
Republic of Barangay Ginebra.
for LA Tenorio.
So LA Tenorio completes the 3-point play as we welcome you back dito sa PBA Finals live on 5. Alaska still in complete control, 75-57. 7 minutes to go in game number 1. Nico Halili here with Jason Webb in the Tower of Power. Brgy Paras, Erica Padilla completes our quartet, and JV Casio will miss. Rebound Ellis. Ellis is on the move. Waits for LA. Tenorio loses his balance, and Macklin wanted to slam it home. Instead, he will take 2 free throws.
That's his third foul.
Third personal laban kay Calvin Abueva. Penalty ang Alaska Aces. And Macklin slow to get up. He is gingerly moving towards the free throw line. Special thanks to our radio partner, 92.3 News FM, Attorney Charlie Cuna and Attorney Barry Pascua. Attorney. Ginawa ko na attorney. Para matching.
Gulat ako ron.
Iisip ako.
Mukha na
Naghahanap pa naman ako election lawyer.
Kung si Barry kukunin mo.
Mura lang yan.
Mukha na panyero si Barry ngayon. Okay, 75-58. JV. Here's Dozier. Dozier, by the way, already with 20 rebounds. Dozier off the glass, no go. Rebound, Macklin. LA sets up Helter-Brand for 3. And Macklin with a rebound, and he scores.
Here's that run. Here is that run. This is the only time that they can get this run going with enough time, and they're giving themselves a chance, cutting it down to 15.
Let's see how Alaska responds. Their biggest lead was 30 points. Now it's a 15-point advantage. And JV sets up Dozier, and somebody held on to Rob Dozier.
Now on the 21, Brgy
Our Presto Cool Under Pressure play, brought to you by Presto Coolant, prevents overheating. Works better than water alone, now in a cool new packaging.
Tony the Cruz for Ginebra. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
More than halfway done dito sa fourth and final quarter. JV. That ball ends up with Baguio. Shot clock winding down. Ball away. Baguio. Tapik ni Rob Dozier, and it stays with Alaska.
Not enough guys really showing enough commitment to box out bigger guys. You can see that there was already a switch, but kahit maliit ka, kailangan banggain mo yung import ng Alaska.
Here's Dozier. One-on-one. Jump hook. It's good.
It hurts because you gave multiple possessions dito sa Alaska. Para gahabol ka, it has to be one and done para sa Brgy Ginebra.
And ang nangyayari dito rin, hindi nila double team. Si Dozier, pinababayan lang nila si McLean na dumipensa sa kanya.
Here's Kirby Raimundo, and an offensive rebound para kay Ellis. 5 minutes to go. Alley-oop para kay Kirby. Well, that last push is still alive.
Yes.
It's still going on para sa Ginebra.
But the window becomes tighter and tighter every time they don't make stops.
Casio, shot clock down to 10. Alley-oop. Cyrus! Almost!
Maganda sana yun.
Almost, but not quite. JJ waiting for the pass, and LA loses the ball and felt he was fouled from behind. Naturally, Casio taking his time. Passes to De La Cruz. Here's Baguio. Almost made a magical shot earlier. Baguio. Cross court. Dangerous pass. Shot clock down to 3. And JV. No. Here's Macklin to LA. 4 minutes to go. Helter-Brand to Tenorio. And LA goes inside and he gets fouled.
Right now, LA is just sacrificing his body para lang magkaroon ng pagkakataon umabot sa free throw line.
Now number 2, Robert Dozier.
Third personal laban kay Robert Dozier.
Timeout, Alaska.
And Alaska will call this timeout. They're on top 77-62. Fresco, the first and only odorless antibacterial and 100% Elasto Merrick. Hey, nobody has moved here because there's still 4 minutes left, and LA Tenorio can cut down this 15-point deficit.
Actually, kahit papano, good news to for Ginebra. Dahil nakabalik sila kahit papano, and meron silang magandang adjustment for sure sa next game.
Just a lot of X's there that are red. Those are the missed shots para kay LA. 2 out of 12. A struggle from the field, but more importantly, outside of that, 0 assists so far sa laro na to.
So Alaska still ahead, 77-63, under 4 minutes to go in the fourth and final quarter. Here's Dozier, has been excellent on defense as well as rebounding. Dozier, pass up, Baguio. Shot clock down to 5. Cyrus sets up Sonny Toss for an open shot.
Toss from Cyrus Baguio.
nice thing about Alaska continues to be their ability to move the basketball, the willingness to pass. Tumatali yung basketball pag umiikot yung bola.
Ito yun. Parang matatandaan mo ang Chinese team, di ba? bago i-shoot, talagang last 2 seconds.
Hapong-hapo ka nakakahabol ng bola.
Oo.
Here's Sonny. Size advantage over Kirby, but Macklin clears the rebound. We have 3 minutes left here in the fourth. Perhaps Ginebra now looking for a miracle of biblical proportions to try and bounce back here. Oh, classic! Classic reverse layup.
Kakatatlong foul na si Dozier sa kanya.
That's the fourth against Dozier. Here's that play. The classic Tenorio Pectus.
Ang hirap mo.
Ball game, down to 11, short of 3 minutes. Coach Al still has 4 timeouts in his hand.
And the Barangay Big Dome now awakens.
But Alaska has had the answer every time nagkakaroon ng Barangay Ginebra.
JV, double team. Here's Cyrus, shot clock down to 8. Baguio loses it. It's with Kirby. And now Tenorio has the ball. LA inside. LA, magical shot won't work.
Ooh.
Maybe wanted it too much.
Yes.
Wanted to do too much, was what I wanted to say. Although he was feeling it.
Well, kanina they're forcing their shots from the outside. Ngayon naman, they're forcing their shots from the inside.
You can almost say that there was bad spacing, but again, it's the defense of Alaska that helps na pinapahirap yung mga tira na yun.
Yep.
It's JV Cacho. Shot clock down to 6. JV. Dozier. Shot clock down to 3. Sonny got it! Second time, Sonny Toss has made a shot. Paubos na yung shot clock, and those are deflating shots for Ginebra.
Again, unselfish play para dito sa Alaska.
You play good defense if you're Barangay Ginebra. You play good defense for about 22 seconds, but tapos makakashoot pa yung kalaban. Like you said, it's deflating. But it's their fault. They dug themselves too big a hole nung simula nung ating laro.
Well, just going through what happened tonight. Alaska had that monstrous opening quarter, Benji. 28-6 at the end of the first. Yun yung nakapundar ng matindi ang Alaska.
Well, ang una rito is slow start para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. And I think they should learn from this mistake. Na next time, dapat start pa lang from the warm-up. Dapat makita mo na yung aggressiveness ng team.
Remember again, best of 5 series.
Best of 5 lang to.
The next game is almost a must-win para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Yes.
If they're unable to come back in this game.
Here's Helterbrand. Ellis inside Kirby. Kirby at the post. That will be number 5 on Dozier, and that will mean free throws for Ginebra.
Actually, hindi na kailangan gawin ni Dozier yun. Yung presence lang niya, kahit hindi niya tapikin yung bola, I'm sure mahirapan si Kirby.
Yeah, you like him to be aggressive, but at the same time, lamang na siya.
Yeah.
Lamang, miski naman galawan siya ni Kirby, mahahabol niya sa haba niya.
Yeah.
Free throws, all around para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. They just missed everything from the field, or even from the free throw line.
81-69, Alaska. Basically for the entire game, in control. But at the half, they were ahead 46-24. And then at the end of the third, lamang sila 67-48. Even if yung within those quarters, may konting run yung Ginebra. Casio. Dozier. Got it.
the difference in assists. 23 assists sa Alaska, 13 lang para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Macklin against Sonny Toss. Here's Kirby.
Well, again, yung presence ni Dozier dito ang nagpapahirap talaga.
But I think we're going to see a lot of that in game number 2. I think you can write this off maybe right now as a good chance of being an Alaska win. Kirby at the top, shot fake, drive hard. Even if he misses, nasa posisyon na si Vernon Macklin na siya yung makakuha ng offensive rebound gaya na nangyari doon.
Some of the fans realizing that Alaska will claim this game number 1 victory, but we'll be back with more. We have remaining moments for game number 1, and let's compare the performances of both imports.
It's fairly close. Pero alalahanin natin, si Rob Dozier may kahabaan ng pinahinga, and it almost felt like he turned it off already latter part of this game.
Saka yung hindi lang nakikita rito sa stats, pero yung presence na pinapakita niya pag nasa loob siya, na naiba talaga yung tira yung lahat ng pumapasok ng players.
Because, Dozier really is the anchor of this Alaska defense, as Macklin could not retrieve the forward pass. You might as well expound on Alaska's defense. Paano pinahirapan si LA, si Kirby, si Macklin, si Coach Al. We opened the coverage with you, Jason, saying that Alaska is the best defensive team in the league, and they certainly proved that and showed that tonight.
The one thing that's beautiful with Alaska defense is they work as a unit. Pag bumelt yung isa, hinihila nung isa yung susunod. They worked as a unit defensively against Vernon Macklin. When they doubled him, they adjusted accordingly. And you know what? They put ball pressure. And the one thing that they were doing, they knew who the shooters were and the non-shooters, and they said, sige, kung non-shooter ka, talunin mo kami. Pag shooter ka, sisiguraduhin namin hindi ka makakatira ng magandang tira.
China-challenge sila talaga eh. Yun yung big factor dito na hindi lang china-challenge pag if they're taking the shot, and if you have that shot, you take that shot. Kung pumasok, then we will adjust.
Ginebra had so many problems trying to make outside shots in that unfortunate opening quarter. And for Alaska naman, they had a perfect first period, and they leaned on that to win game number 1. Game number 2 happens on Friday. Lilipat naman tayo sa Mall of Asia Arena. That's Championship Basketball by the Bay. 7:30 p.m. ang simula, live on 5 as well as on Action TV.
Tayo ulit yun?
Hindi natin alam.
I don't think.
What happened?
Yeah, very, very strange how Alaska actually trapped coming out of that last play. Usually you'd expect that wala na mangyayari, but you can see out of that play, they actually set up a trap.
A little Saiwar perhaps. Setting up game number 2, and Elmer Espiritu will miss. And the Alaska Aces dominate game number 1, 87-70.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the ball game, the final score is 87-70. Juan Mayor.
Calvin Abueva and the rest of the Aces leaning on a huge first quarter blitz, allowing Coach Luigi Trillo and his troops score this very convincing win. Rob Dozier masterful on the defensive end. And your best players, Robert Dozier with 14 points, 22 rebounds, 2 steals.